Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and start it. Okay, if you
Okay.
have questions at any moment, feel free to stop me and then we can discuss
Okay.
it. Okay.
Thank you.
We will be covering the basic elements to get started in this game today. Team Fight Tactics, or TFT, is an auto-battler game developed and published by Riot Games. The game takes place in a League of Legends and is based on a real auto chess, where players compete online against 7 other opponents by building a team to be the last one standing. The battlefield consists of hexagons where players can strategically place champions of their side of the field.
Writing on the screen.
In each match, a short battle automatically commences. Players match
Okay.
randomly for that match, or else paired against.
Sir, someone is writing on your screen.
That's odd.
Do you think it's someone from YouTube?
I don't know, because it's only the 4 of us in the stream.
Oh. I will knock them out if I catch them.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna continue with it. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, let's try to fix it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was him for sure. Yeah, because he was like, if it's not you, if it's not me, if it's not Conejo. So maybe we kick someone who was not doing bad stuff. Okay, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Instead of playing the video, I'm gonna go ahead and share this one. How you guys doing? Let's see if he put something in the YouTube. Okay. Hello, how you doing today? Can you hear us, Sarah Huizer? That's how you pronounce it?
Yeah. Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
We had a fun experience, didn't we, Conejo and Mike?
What happened?
His art. We're like, yeah, let's try to fix it, and then like, I mean, we fixed it.
Are we live right now?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So Fernando, I have a pretty important question for you. It's something that
But
came
only
to
only
mind
only
this morning.
you, Conejo, and Mike can hear us. Just so you know.
Oh, I thought the whole world was listening.
What, really?
Yeah. So
Ah.
I'm glad that we're live because I have a question that I think once I bring it up, the whole world will share my concern. So if you're ready, I can ask my question, Fernando.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I know that in team fight tactics, the characters use up a lot of energy and they're really busy. So I'm just wondering if they get a lunch break.
I think they could get it. Once you get your lunch break, they get it with you.
Oh, okay. And is there a trainer that provides them with bottles of Gatorade, water, or something? I'm sure they're super dehydrated.
I actually think they don't need as much water since they are in the space right now.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So
Wait. So then, are these guys aliens?
No. Some of them are wearing suits, and some of them they don't need it because they don't need the oxygen. So
Okay.
some of them are wearing suits, but some of them are not. They're
And
different species.
what usually what kind of food do they eat? Are they keto, vegan, vegetarian, high carb? Do they have dietary preferences?
I think most of them are high carb because they are in constant, exercise and pressure. But I think some of them are they get their energy from the universe, so they don't actually need to diet per se. But they get that energy from around them.
Interesting.
Which
All right.
which
So
I think they have an advantage over the others, but
I
patience
am
and
just
training can make up for that.
yeah. I'm just glad they get a lunch break. I was really concerned, and hopefully, other people share that concern. But you have solved my concern. I'm so happy that they get a
Absolutely.
lunch break. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh well.
Anytime you have a question, I'm more than glad to answer them.
Sure. Thanks so much for your time. Looking forward to your next TFT tutorial.
Thank you. We'll try to publish it by next week, and it's gonna be cover more concepts and techniques in order to succeed.
Cool. Hey, I hear you guys have a podcast.
Oh yeah, that's correct. We're called. Let me confirm you the name because I'm not sure. Beyond the Den. That's correct.
Nice. Very cool. Well, thanks so much. I'm a huge fan. Love the Honey Badgers. Go Honey Badgers. Heck yes.
Yeah, we love you too.
Thanks. I miss you guys. Sad face. Okay, bye.
Bye. Take care.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye.
You're gonna have to kick me off. I don't know how to. Oh, never mind. Got it. Bye.
How about I play the tutorial video so you can see it, and if you have any questions, feel free to text us or stop me at any moment to ask questions. How that sounds? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start it.
tutorial video of the Team Fight Tactics series from the E2 honeyb. We will be covering the basic elements to get you started in
The what?
Fight Tactics or
The what? Yeah, Conejo told me the same thing. It's in its highest level. Mm. How do I do that? Audio. It says so, like a microphone. Same. Okay. I'm gonna try it again. Okay.
not a Battler game developer.
Is that better? Okay.
Auto test.
How about now?
Players compete online against 7 other teams to be the last one standing.
Okay, let me go ahead and start it all over again. I mean,
Team Fight Tactics with honeyb. We will be covering the basic elements to get you started in this game today. Team Fight Tactics, or TFT, is an auto-battler game developed and published by Riot Games. The game takes place in the League of Legends universe and is based on Dotto Auto Chess, where players compete online against 7 other opponents by building a team to be the last one standing. The battlefield consists of hexagons where players can strategically place champions on their side of the game board between matches. In each match, a short battle automatically commences. The 2 players match randomly for that match, or else paired against computer-controlled enemies. In these matches against computer-controlled enemies, or PvE, each enemy has a chance to drop gold, champions, added components, or cool items that the player can use to enhance their champion. In the game, you will play 6 matches every round, 5 against players and 1 against the PvE. Every game lasts usually between 3 to 6 rounds, though this may vary depending on how close the matches are. When the game starts, you will see a shared graph to form of the circle with champions moving around, each holding an item component or a full item with them located. Every mid-round, this graph will appear again, and the 2 lowest left players will compete, followed by the next pair and so on. You should use this opportunity to look for a champion or item that you may need. When the draft starts, plan for multiple options, as you will have to add caps when you need to. Players start with a base income of 2 gold. This increases around until you max out at a base income of 5 gold. For every 10 gold that you have at the end of the match, you get 1 extra gold until 50, which further increase your income per match. Players can also gain additional income per match by either winning multiple matches in a row or losing multiple matches in a row. You can check your tier by putting your mouse over your income. With this gold, they can either re-roll the 5 champions offered to you in order to find that one champion that you may need to level them up, or purchase experience points to increase your level. The higher a player's level, the more champions that they can place on the board, which can also be augmented by certain items. I recommend to get to 50 gold as fast as possible in order to further increase your interest income. You can see the interest in how many orbs there are on your left side of the board. There are currently 52 champions available in TFT as a patch 10.8. Individual champions will have both a health bar and a mana bar, as well as different abilities, which are active, or passives. Taking damage from enemy attacks or abilities will lower a champion's health, but increase a champion's mana. When a champion's health reaches zero, they are effectively removed from the match. When a champion's mana bar is full, they cast a unique ability. Each champion can increase in level once you have 3 copies of the same level, meaning that having 3 copies of level 1 will increase to a 2-star level, and having 3 copies of level 2 will increase it to a 3-star level, resulting in a considerable increase of all the stats with each level up. Increasing levels also change the possibility of higher tier champions to appear in the store. Also, each tier has a limited amount of champions in the champion pool. Remember to stay updated at each patch stage, as some champions and traits become stronger or weaker. Along with each champion having different skills and abilities, each have their own 2 to 3 traits in some cases. Every synergy requires different champions with the same trait in order to acquire a special power and fulfill all the requirements. These traits are repeated between some champions, so I would recommend to try to play them since this seems a little easier to get that power. Plan accordingly in order to find the best combination. Starting season or set 3 of Teamfight Tactics, galaxies were introduced. As of patch 10.8, there are 5 different galaxies other than the regular one in which you can be placed in. More galaxies have been announced to be added during the season, but for now, we have these. Not so little legends or medium legends, you start the game with 25 extra HP, and well, the little legends are bigger. Lilac Nebula. All units in the first carousel will be 4 cost units. Nicoverse. You get 2 Nico's health items at the start of the game, which you can use to create 2 copies of the champion used on. Super Dance. Once you reach level 5, you will be granted the item Force of Nature, which will allow you to add an extra champion to your game board. Trade Sector. As explained before, you can reroll your store in order to get 5 new champions in it for the cost of 2 gold. In this galaxy, you have 1 free reroll every single match. Thank you for joining us in our first TFT tutorial. We will continue to add more tutorials going more in depth to the various mechanics and tips you can use in order to turn the tides to your favor. Stay safe.
Okay, so that was the tutorial. You can also find it in YouTube. We have the link in our Facebook page, in Twitter, Instagram, but you can also find us on YouTube. So how it started? Some people are asking how I started playing Teamfight Tactics. So I started playing actually League of Legends about, I want to say, 6 years ago. I remember when the map used to look completely different, and TFT was introduced about a year ago. And I have always loved uh, games in which it's by turns. So I gave it a shot, and I actually really liked it. On my first season and my second season, I ranked to gold 2, and I'm currently gold 1. Hopefully, let's get to diamond this season, but let's see how that goes. So yeah, I started into Teamfight Tactics because I highly enjoy the games in which you have to be planning and taking turns. So, and I think TFT is a really good game for that. And what I also enjoy about TFT is that you can be doing other stuff in the meanwhile. I mean, you have to sit and focus on what you're doing for a bit, but you can also let it run and be doing other stuff. So what I usually do is uh, whenever I'm preparing, like, like cooking or something, I enjoy playing TFT while I'm cooking, because I'm that type of person that gets easily distracted if he's only doing one stuff. So I actually like to do at least 2 things so I can be more concentrated. I know it sounds weird, but it works for me. Um, they were also asking who is my favorite champion. I actually don't have one favorite champion because I try to not be attached to one champion because otherwise I'm gonna be looking for him. But I think all of the champions are pretty balanced as of right now. Wait. Oh, the dark. Yeah, the dark. Yeah, that one's a little bit messed up, but other than that, okay. Can you see the teamfight tactics beginners Q&A session? You don't like seeing pictures of me? Can you see it now? Okay. So Riot, yeah, I think Riot every now and then messes up some of the trades, and but I mean that happens on so League of Legends. I mean, I get their point. They're trying to experiment and um, make it interactive, so you have to be constantly learning. I think that's one of the good things about League of Legends in general or Riot is that if you're a beginner, you can easily catch up after. I mean, after learning the basics and all that, you can easily catch up because the game is constantly reinventing itself. So those that have been playing for, let's say, 10 years since it started, they have they have had to adapt to the changes as well, just as you will. So they have to relearn some of the things. So that gives a curve of learning, but it's also easier to catch up for the new ones. You get me? Yeah, they change it quite often. They patch it every 2 weeks, so you can expect at least one change every 2 weeks. So yeah, Teamfight Tactics, I think it's a pretty interactive game. It doesn't require a lot of mechanics like League of Legends, the regular game does. You only have to be good at planning, be constantly updated into the patches so you know what's going on, what trades are getting stronger, what are the changes, what champions are good. But other than that, I think TFT is a good game to start into the gaming world if you are not into it right now. So yeah, if I was a new player, I would start by memorizing what each champion does and its traits, so you can be so instead of having to read what each of them do, so you can save that time in thinking how you're gonna position them, which position goes later on into the game. But yeah, I will go ahead and start by memorizing which characters do what, which are the traits, and then once you know which characters are which, I will go ahead and start with learning how to mix the traits because some of the traits pair better. For example, there's one that are called the mechanics, in which if you have the three of them, they blend together and create another character for like until you defeat that character, then the three of them will appear again. And each of those characters have different traits other than the mechanic one. And so you gotta learn how to mix them up so you can get the best out of those traits because you get the traits give you a power up for the game. So you have the three mechanics, as I was saying. You get one robot that it's gonna have a lot of life and it's gonna be good for tanking. If you have the Celestials, they're gonna be healing. If you have the Mystics, they will grant you magic defense. So you have to learn a little bit how that goes, so you know better how to mix them up because some traits pair with others better. So that's the single thing that I would recommend you to learn the traits and how they mix better. The third thing that I will recommend you to learn is items. Not all of the items go with all of the champions. For example, what's his name? Give me a second. I forgot his name. It's one of the brawlers. Yeah, the one that is a werewolf, actually. What's his name? No, what's his name? What's his name? Wow, I'm completely blank. Trying to find it, but I cannot find it. What's his name? Malphite. For example, Malphite. He doesn't use mana. So I wouldn't put any mana items on him because they will be useless. So if you're gonna have a Malphite in your team, you would rather have him have armor or any item that provides him life, since his passive works perfectly with extra life or health. So that's what I would do. Some champions have lower pools of mana, so granting them items of mana resource makes it easier for them to be casting constantly. So yeah, you have to look into which characters go with different items. Not all of them pair perfectly. So that's something that you have. So that's something you learn throughout the game. But you can also look for resources like OPGG or Movalytics, which give you the opinion of experts, and that's easier. So you can be learning by example, by following others by example, you could say. Well, I have a friend who works with me and has been playing TFT for a bit now. He's actually my boss, but he's not pretty good, and he has been playing for half a year, I want to say. So it all depends on how much time you're willing to put into the game, and if you're willing to look for resources. So I would say that for you to, if you really want to learn the game and be better at it, I would say it takes about a week to be improving at it. Yes, you can go ahead and purchase the skins for. Well, I mean, not the skins, but you're gonna be purchasing little legends. And can you give me a second, real quick? Okay, sorry, something came up. uh, So you can go ahead and purchase the little agents, which are gonna be the characters that you can see and move in TFT. You can go ahead and purchase also different maps. That's how your game it's gonna look. If you purchase the TFT pass, you can have all of them by doing different missions. So once you achieve different goals, you're gonna get different fields and different little agents. No, go ahead and follow us in all social media. Keep in touch, and we're gonna be uploading different tutorials from the different mechanics and different techniques. So stay in touch so you can see those as well. We also play different games, and we have different activities for the peeps that get involved. So go ahead and follow us in all social media, and that's that. Thank you.